Namaste, and welcome to another edition of Waking Bakey with Doug and Tigger. Yeah, I mentioned in yesterday's video about Tigger and how he's helping me to lighten up and change just my face and how I look. There's other things. He's helped bringing out my playful side. Yeah, we gotta have a playful side. Another good, beautiful morning. I got an interesting topic I'm going to be talking about. It woke me up out of my sleep. First, let me have my wake. And my bake. And as I mentioned, I like to make these videos, to share. Yet, as I woke up this morning, I had this insight, and then it was like, oh, I start making my video. And I make these videos so I can also debrief and get my thoughts out, out loud. It helps me. I woke up this morning, it was about 4 o'clock, and for some reason the image that hits me is cutting a cake. And I woke up with, how do I put that cake back together? It's not right. And then instantly it just went to, there's a reason this happened. There's a reason for everything. And you don't want to put the cake back together because that's what it was made for. And while I'm going, or maybe someone's going, what's he talking about? What my mind instantly went to is, my life's been a little crazy the last few years, from the divorce to losing the house, going to Vegas, basically losing and paring down everything. Then 4 years on the ranch where I thought I lost 4 years. I made a positive mind frame about it. Positive reframe around that thought of, no, this is my spiritual time, and I did gain a lot for it. Yet I do look back and 8 years or so, I lost my 50s. And I have thought, wow, can I go back and put it, what can I do? And then I realized, no. There was a reason for that. There was a reason for everything. There was a reason for my wife leaving me in the way she did. And while at the time it was traumatic, she didn't physically do anything to me. It was all for a reason. It pushed me hard to where I was. And it's not about going back. It's about looking where I am and going, wait a minute. At this point in my life, I'm supposed to be a beautiful slice of cake, not the whole cake. It's not about having done and gone and lived and doing crazy things in my 50s. It's about preparing myself so that at this time, I'm ready for what I'm to do. And I feel this is it. Ever since my roommates left and went on that trip, things have been boiling to right now. I feel like I'm going to just explode because I know what I'm supposed to do. And there's a reason for everything that's happened in my life. And yeah, I get it. Now let me tell you the deconstructive side of this. Because instantly I went into, okay, wait a minute, is this just mumbo gumbo, this everything happens for a reason? And then all of a sudden I went, oh, yes, that is a true statement when you change how you look at it. I could have looked at all my 50s as such a disappointment that I lost it. Yet, I made a positive reframe of it. And I have re-looked at it. And now I have said, no, there's a reason that I was stuck on that horse ranch. Not able to go anywhere, not able to afford to go anywhere. I had to stay there, and all I had time to do was meditate, study spirituality, deconstruct all of these things I know. And so by doing that, I'm where I am now with all of this knowledge and insight and awareness to, like I said, I've always loved the idea of a philosopher, studying ideas, studying things, and it's like, how do you do that? Well, I guess that's what I am. And it's because of that. There was a reason that my wife left me. There was a reason that I had to go to Vegas and lost my house. There was a reason that I went to the horse ranch. And then I'm not even going to go into it, I had to start getting rid of pretty much all of my possessions. There was a reason I went through that, and that is to get me to the place I am right now. Sitting in front of this camera, joyfully sharing what I am doing, and very nervous about the next step in my life, which is going live, because my dream is creating a dojo, an online dojo for mental and spiritual practice, for spiritual development. And I'm going, I would love if I had a place I could just have tuned into and just, follow someone, know they're going to be there, doing their practice every day. I've done that. I had these people I would turn on every morning. Course in Miracles. It's one of the things I anchor to every morning. Flipping on that audio recording and listening to it, because I know it's there. And I've even decided I'm going to repeat that after this year because I know it's there. And I've done it with videos. I do it with my morning Qigong. I could do my Qigong without my video, but it's seeing that person there, even if my eyes are closed. And I'm realizing, wow, I would love it if I could tune in and there was a person doing this and talking to me. And seeing I was there, and if I had a question, I could type it in, and the instructor would go, oh, okay, Doug, do this with your focus. Do this while we're doing these exercises. That would be powerful. That's what I want to do. And I have a whole idea, and I'm all hung up on the problems. Oh, there's a reason I'm doing what I do. There's a reason I have these thoughts in my head. There's a reason I want to share. So, yeah. There's a reason. And so we get to the deconstructive part of it. It's up to us if we want to make that there's a reason for everything true. You can go back to the victim of why does it always happen to me? Why did she leave me? I was doing that. I was doing it up to just a while ago, going, why can't I have friends? Why do people always run away? Why is this? Why, I feel so alone? And I finally went, wait, there must be a reason for it. And so I sat down and I came up with it. Maybe it's my face, because as I heard in that hypnoneurology book, there's stuff, we project out and people react to us. It's namaste, the world reacts to us and how we put out. So the reason for all of this, the reason for everyone doing is, I believe my father and environment taught me to act this way. People said my father was an asshole. I believe it's because his father taught him. I was taught to maybe be an asshole, to have these faces. So now I keep a stuffed little tiger with me, and he came to me because a woman came into my life and left me again so abruptly. Yet I'm left with this, and was left with so many beautiful lessons. So the reason that woman came into my life was to put me onto a path, and it was all wonderful and beautiful. Now I'm going to attract another one. And my intention is that one will be the one that blossoms and flourishes. Because that's what my Awaken and Bacon video right after this is going to be. Because I'm having turmoil about this Facebook group because I'm getting new insights about it, but I'm just going to start where it is and just go. I'm deconstructing Reiki all the way back to the beginning, and I'm having just conflicts with it, and I want to work through it. And the conflicts of it is Reiki is simply three things: meditation, breath, and intention. And it may sound simple, yet when you get in and break it down, meditation is so deep and so powerful. It can change your life so profoundly, and you can spend years studying it. Breath work, as I'm finding out, is so powerful, so deep, so beyond anything I know and understand. Yeah, we all say we breathe, but yeah, 99.9% of the world is not breathing correctly. I might be wrong, but it's only, I think, babies and people who are conscious of the breath know how to breathe properly. I don't breathe properly. And intention, I know what it is. I don't do it. I'm only now getting back into an intention and keeping that positive intention so simple. Yet we need all of the symbols and all of this complex thing to make it so whatever. So my first video of Awaken and Bacon to put into the group is going to just me putting this thought out there and asking the question, what are your thoughts? There's a reason for everything. There's a reason I'm sitting in Angel Camp, California, in a cool garage, making videos behind a workshop with my stuffed animal. It's all good. It's all good. My tears are joy. My lens cap, so I have my clothing. Oh, I don't know my lens cap. I'll have to do it. What'd you do with my... He was hiding my lens cap. Namaste.